Hello and welcome back to my channel. I have a few book reviews for you, and they're going to be staggered according to publisher release dates. This book was released yesterday, the 13th, so since I just put this video up on my channel today, I thought it would be a good video to make to get myself in the habit of making these book review videos. Now, I mentioned in a video about why I changed channel names, that I really enjoy cozy mysteries, and I went hard for Joanne Fluke for Kate Carlisle, and well, two of Kate Carlisle's series, actually her Fixer Upper series and her Bibliophile series, and those were mostly for my reset to get back onto everything I wanted to do. Now, interestingly, I have maybe one or two of each of those books that are in those series for review, so I'll most likely get those up on this channel. I'm not quite sure about that, but for now, I have another cozy mystery, and in fact, I think I actually have 3 more cozy mysteries that I'm going to share with you on this channel. I'm just checking right now. And the ones I think I'm going to share with you is this one here, Death in the Mayfair Hotel. No, I'm sorry. Let's see which one this is. Yeah, Death in the Mayfair Hotel. So that's the one you're going to see now. And then I was thinking about doing Murder on the Nile by Verity Bright. And I feel like there might be one more. But at least those two. I might go back and do Murder on a Country Walk by Katie Gale, but I'm not quite sure about that. And then of course the other reviews I have. But for cozy mysteries, I have those two. And I'm also listening to a more like a police procedural right now called Cougar Point by Greg Olson. And I also listen to Her Last Walk Home by Patricia Gibney, which is another police procedural. So I thought for right now, I'm going to sit here and get these video reviews up for at least a couple of these cozies. Now, what is a cozy mystery? You are, if you read cozy mysteries, you know. If you don't read cozies, you might not know. What cozies are is a nice way to escape where you get to solve or watch the protagonist solve, in most cases, a murder, but there's no gore, there's no intense crime. It's just a light mystery where there's a structure or there's a formula. And what is, how should I say, standard in cozy mysteries is that your protagonist is a fabulous amateur sleuth. Okay, that's just the way it is. That's if you're listening to the Lucy Sohn series by Leslie Meyer. You're listening to the Hannah Swenson series by Joanne Fluke. You're listening to any or reading any type of series type of cozy where you have a detective or an amateur detective that excels at solving murders and often beats the police to solving that murder. And that's a given. So you know it's a given. So you don't really question it. You just, if you like cozies and you follow series, you know you're going to get that formula. And then, of course, you need your opening scene or something in your first chapter to set things up so that you know, or your readers will know, that there's going to be something that's just not right about what's going on. And that segues right into something's not right, and our protagonist, in most cases female, at least for the cozies that I read, has to solve it. And then there's always that twist at the end when all the pieces of the puzzle fall into place and our amateur sleuth has solved the crime. Simple formula, but it's one that I love because it's a no stress formula. You're not reading about gory crime. You're not dealing with a serial predator. You're just dealing with light mysteries. So I just thought I would mention that because even though I'm done with my personal binge of cozies to reset, I have some book reviews that are continuing cozy mystery series that I've already been reading. Now, in this particular case, it's Death in the Mayfair Hotel, which is a which is a Cressida Fawcett mystery number 6. Now, one thing is, Death in the Mayfair Hotel, or this Cressida Fawcett series, and before I put up the cover for this, I will scroll through the previous 5 covers. This is a historical cozy mystery series. There's another one that I am going to make a video of that's also a cozy historical, and I believe the Cressida Fawcett series takes place somewhere around 1925. So you don't have any of the modern conveniences of telephones or email or Snapchat or Facebook. You don't have any of that because it's 1925. So that kind of makes it like a historical cozy. So let's talk about this book. Now, Cressida Fawcett and her friend Dottie are among a group of people enjoying a lovely Christmas Eve at the glorious fancy Mayfair Hotel. Okay, I'm trying to keep my cat away. And something special is about to happen for Dottie, and Cressida couldn't feel more pleased for her best friend. Okay? So they're outside, and what happens? Well, there's a nearby fountain, and they see a body floating in the fountain. Tragically, it's Lady Victoria Beaumont, and she is one of their dear friends. But she's found dead in the fountain. Well, Cressida, who is our amateur sleuth in this case, she's on the watch. She's going to find out what happened to her friend. And as she does this, she finds that there is more than one person who could have been responsible for the murder. Now, our victim, Lady Victoria Beaumont, was a younger woman, not quite 30, but was married to a man twice her age. She married him for the sake of status and for the sake of security, but she was carrying on with someone closer to her own age. So just those 2 men right there could be suspects as to why Lady Victoria was found dead. But as Cressida digs deeper into things, she finds out that it's more than one of those 2 gentlemen who could have been responsible. So she digs and digs for clues so that she can find the answer. And quite naturally, when these amateur sleuths set themselves up for, sleuths try to solve crimes, they kind of set themselves up for danger. So we know Cressida's life is going to be on the line at some point. It just goes with most of this formula that I love so much. So, meanwhile, on a personal note, Cressida is falling for, or has fallen for, Dottie's brother, Alfred. He has her heart. He's slowly stealing her heart. So you kind of see that threaded through the pages of this cozy to see where Cressida will end up in that regard. I enjoyed the series. I've read all of the previous books, and as you saw, I showed you the covers of them. And I need to mention one more character that I haven't mentioned, and that is Ruby. Well, who's Ruby? Ruby is Cressida's pug. Yes, she has this adorable little pug who is always right there with her. It's like he's almost her personal bodyguard, and he's always right there. And I love that. I just love that. So that is Death in the Mayfair Hotel. And quite naturally, I will continue this cozy mystery series every time a book comes up for review. This book is already released, so this video will go up on the channel today, and you'll just be seeing book review videos mixed in with my puzzle content, which is the way that I intended when I changed my channel name to the Bibliophile Puzzler. The Bibliophile Puzzler, you've been seeing puzzle content, but you haven't been seeing book content. Well, that's changing. So that's it for this video. That's it for this book review, and I will see you with the next one.